another edition of the forum here on Canal the English, and our guest today is Bamale Samuel. He is the Director General of a high-tech company known as CooMify. With him, we are going to be talking about digital technology in this country and the challenges that comes with digital technology, or how to create a technology-oriented firm. Please do not go away. As I announced at the introduction of this program, our guest today is someone who is tech savvy and young. His name is Bamale Samuel. He is the Director General of CooMify. CooMify deals with digital technology in a country that wants to compete with other greats. Well, to compete with like Nigeria or South Africa, perhaps even India. So, Mr. Samuel Bamale, it's a pleasure to have you here today.
Oh, me too. Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Now, tell us, when we have you are young, seen like physically, when one looks at you,
yeah,
very young indeed. Now, the question is it an easy ride to start a digital-oriented company in this country?
It's not very easy for people in Cameroon to start a digital company firm because, you know, internet penetration is too small till now. So we have to deal with it. But it's not that easy when you start your company. It's difficult for people here in Cameroon, for example, to accept the technology because the habits, they don't have habits. They know how to use Facebook, how to use WhatsApp, yeah, but if they know your startup or your product is Cameroonian product, they will see many bad things on it. So that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me, so the problem is first of all that the people have difficulties accepting digital companies, right?
Yeah.
And now, how can you compare, for example, the countries, for example, in West Africa that is quite developed in terms of technology is Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now, can you compare our own industry here with Nigeria? Is it possible to?
Yeah, it's possible, but first of all, the big problem with us here in Cameroon is about designing products, because we are just focusing on the features of our products, but we are not focusing on the design. But the first thing a user see is the design. We have to learn how to design our products first, and then see how to add some features. We want to do everything. You have one product with like 100 features, but you have to give the features to the users step by step. We want to give all, just like that. So that's the point. First, the designing to give the features to the users step by step. Yes, I think we can compare to West African startups, but our people, they have to trust on us. They have to trust that Cameroonian can do like Indians, like Americans. Yeah, we have the potential here. We have everything here
To become like the Indians, the Americans, or the Nigerians. Because I received one young man here called Churchill Nanje. Njoku.
Yeah.
And he told me that your advantage, I want to know if this the same thing you think, that the advantage that you have in Cameroon is that you are relatively cheaper compared to, let's say, Nigeria. If somebody wants to ask for a product for you people to develop or to produce.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's cheaper here to do products like mobile apps, like websites. Yeah, it's cheaper here. I don't know if it's because we are trying to get to their point.
To your level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's that, but it's cheaper here, yes.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. You said somewhere that Cameroonians need to have confidence in people like you to do products for them. But why do you think Cameroonians don't have confidence in you?
I think here in Cameroon, we have a big problem about selling what we do in digital startups. Because yes, it's true, we identify a problem, but we don't really know how to sell our apps, how to sell our products. It's a problem about marketing. Yes, but to get the confidence of users, I think it's about touching them to the real problem, because you are just focusing on our product, how to solve the problem, how to solve what people are complaining about, but we don't want to see how they live without our product. Because yes, you exist already, but people, they have their solutions. You are not the only. They have their solutions before you. They used to solve their problem.
Exactly.
So you have to touch them really to their emotions.
To the emotion. Now, before I come to this, the question I wanted to ask you was this: that you said somewhere that the problem is not even about the production, the creativity of Cameroonians. They are quite creative.
Yes.
But that when they produce something, there are a lot of features.
Yeah.
What were you talking about? Do you have an example of a Cameroonian product which is good or which was good but had a lot of applications, a lot of features?
Yeah, I used to see an app called Cute Zap with like 1,000 features in just one app. It was incredible. You can't give like more than 2 features to users to the start. It's too much. You have to give step by step, like I said. Yeah, Cute Zap, that's the app. Is already on internet.
On internet.
Yes, I used to see that, but
a lot of application.
But
now, what explains why an app
yes
called like Cute Zap, right, has a lot of other applications? Why do you think that the Cameroonian designer decided to append to it a lot of applications? Why did he do that?
I think it's because in Cameroon we want to do everything. You see, one people, you can do engineering on maybe telco, and he knows how to build a table, how to build a house, how to repair everything.
So he wants to do everything.
Everything. So that's the same thing in digital products, because we want to do everything. Yes, you thought about your features, you thought about a thing that it can be good for the user, but not already. You have to wait, you have to give first the first feature, because people, they have to understand
and like
what to do. They have to understand first what you want to solve, what you're trying to solve. They have to understand how to use your product.
Okay.
What's the meaning of your product?
Now you are the director of CooMify.
Yeah.
Company. What are your challenges?
CooMify is city guide. It helps people to find
a city guide.
Yeah, a city guide.
Really?
Yeah.
And come on, yeah. When you talk about city guide, because Cameroon is not, for example, like Brazzaville or Lagos.
Yeah.
Or Douala, for example. Let me compare Douala in Brazzaville. You can go. You can say I'm going to street number Elie Smith, 1 street number Elie Smith, something like that. Number 1 Elie Smith Street. But in Douala, there are no names. How do you create an application to navigate into a certain disorganized place like Douala or Yaoundé?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, here in Douala, for example, we have so many problems for names of crossroads, streets, because population they give names to people they use just street, they give name to street like Ancien Sonnel, Ancien Sissi. Yes, just to move more easily, but the government they give name to streets, to crossroad. Yes, but it's difficult for us.
It's not accepted, or people don't accept it or don't know it at all.
They don't want to know. They don't want to know about what's the name of this street. They don't want to know about the name.
But now your application,
yes.
How does it come to bridge that gap?
Okay. We used to work with Communauté Urbaine de Douala. Yeah, and after discussing with them, we understood how the addressing system, how it works here in Cameroon, here in Douala, for example, here. And we discussed about with the Minister of Telco last week for the Global Trotter, the Global Trotter, yeah. We discussed about, and she made it clear that we have to build our own addressing system and give our addressing system to people to embrace it. So
was she speaking any sense there that you are a private person, right?
Yeah.
You have an application.
Yeah.
You decide independently.
Yeah.
To create an addressing system for the streets of Cameroon, of Douala.
Yeah.
How will it work? For example, let's say you are living at Bonam Sadi.
Yeah.
There is going to Carrefour Maison Témoin.
Yeah.
So how are you going to name that street? You name it for yourself and then the government accepts it, or what?
No. Our parallel addressing system is based on the real addressing system of Douala.
But in Douala, there are no addressing system.
No,
there are no street names, nothing in Douala. Well, in Bonanjo or Bonapriso.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? But when you live at 14,
yeah.
You live at Village.
Yeah.
Nameless streets. So how are you going to do?
Nameless street, yeah, but people in that place, they know how to name those places.
Great, yes.
They know how to name the place. So we go to the field and get the names people use to move through a town, through that street. We go to the street and get the names, the local names of people.
Brilliant. For example, if you say Bepanda de Cocotier.
Yeah.
Since everybody accepts de Cocotier, you take it at de Cocotier.
You take it at de Cocotier, because if you go to digital platforms like Google Maps or OpenStreetMaps, you will never see any name like Bepanda de Tonnerre, Bepanda Tonnerre. You will never see.
So you now at CooMify.
CooMify, yeah.
You've decided that you will adapt your city guide based on the names that people have decided to give to your neighborhoods and streets.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But first of all, when people they want to move from one place to other place, the first thing they want to know is what to tell to a taxi, for example. Because if I want to go to Bonamusadi, somewhere in Bonamusadi, like Koto Immeuble, for example, and I don't know where is located Koto de Immeuble, I want to know what I can say to a taxi, get me there. So our platform, we give you first what to say to a taxi, how much can cost you to go to that place. We give you the real name of the place, of the street, if it exists. We give you the real name, and we give you the GPS location of the place, and through your phone you can navigate through GPS and get to that place easily.
Good. Now, for it to function, you need to work with taxi drivers.
Yeah.
And with the ordinary Cameroonian, right, the users.
Yeah.
How is it going to work now?
First, the app, it works with or without internet. You can use it just by SMS, small message.
Okay.
Yeah, short message.
Short messages, yes.
Yes, you can use it with short messages and we locate your message and give you the location information, maybe phone numbers of a place, if it's a restaurant or a hotel. We give you all information you need about the place, and that's it. So our challenge is to get the names of the places, because it's difficult to see. You see, people are out there, but they don't really know how they don't really know the real name of the place or the local name of the place. They are just working like that.
And now you are working in collaboration with the city council, right? With the Comité Urbain, the city council.
Yeah.
And they are paying you for that.
Yeah, we are building a system, a module that can give any position, any location of any place using their addressing system. They gave us the map of Douala and the direction of every street, because for our platform we need the direction of a street to get the location and to automatize everything.
Do you work like Google mapping?
We use Google Map to show the location people, but the real thing is we have to build our own map of Africa. The target is to build the map of Africa with the real street, because on Google Map there are so many streets who would not appear on map.
Yeah, map, yeah. But don't you see that it's going to be challenging? For example, in Douala, where, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're in Bonanjo, Aqua, Bonaprizo, a little bit around Deido, you have street names.
Yeah.
But beyond those, and New Bell.
Yeah.
Beyond New Bell, Aqua, Bonaprizo, and Bonanjo, the other parts doesn't exist. Now, where do you come now to help? Are you now helping the city council to name the streets, or they have the names, they have been unable to write it, or how are you going to do?
I think they don't have the names.
So you're going to help them give the names?
Yeah, to give the names. And we want to build a platform who help a user to get any location anywhere in Africa.
That's so ambitious. You have not yet done Douala. You're looking at Africa already.
No, the target is Africa, but we are starting here in Cameroon, Douala and Yaoundé. Yes, it's big, but I like challenges.
You like challenges.
Yes.
So you have the first contract with the City Council of Douala.
Yeah.
Have you had any other propositions from somewhere?
From delivery services.
Delivery services?
Yes.
Like which company?
Ezico, Solex.
Okay.
Yeah, because, and e-commerce platforms. Because
like Jumia.
Because if you want to do a delivery, you to the house.
Yes, which is difficult in a country where there are no street names.
It's so difficult. But with our system, it will be possible.
That's very good. Now, can you tell us something? When the internet ban said it did not affect you, you are in French Cameroon, you had no problems. But those in English-speaking Cameroon, do you sometimes interact when they have?
It was difficult to interact with them because we worked with them. The thing is, on internet, people, they publish anything they want. They publish anything. I think the government, they cut internet because they didn't want people to publish things to burn things.
But now, when the internet was cut, did it help anything? Did it solve a problem?
No.
So the government was stupid.
Not stupid, but
because if you thought that by cutting internet in West Cameroon, Anglophone Cameroon, is going to stop things, but they cut it, nothing stopped. So it's a stupid idea. Now, on this side of Cameroon, do you think that they always publish very good things, nothing the French-speaking Cameroonian produce very good things, and that's the reason why the government did not cut it here, or what happened?
No. They cut internet in English-speaking region because I think to finish the problem, because
And do you think they finished it?
no, not yet.
So it was a stupid
But
idea.
they tried.
And what do you mean by trying? What do you mean by that?
They tried to solve the problem.
Do you solve a problem
Yes.
by punishing everybody?
No.
So it was a stupid idea, wasn't it? Do you think was it a clever idea?
No, it was not a good idea, but I understand.
You support the government?
Not support, but I understand.
Yeah, but do you also understand that in a free world, you are free to say whatever thing you wish? For example, in the United States,
Yeah.
if you go on the U.S. Embassy website,
Yeah.
have you seen what people write against the U.S. Embassy? It's horrible. But have the people of the United States said, no, we are going to stop you?
Yeah.
No. Have they?
No.
They haven't. I was even surprised the other day I saw an exchange between a U.S. consul
Yeah.
with a certain Cameroonian. It was extraordinary. I think that idea of stopping internet in West Cameroon was, to me, the most monumental blunder of this government. But now, do you work with internet upstarts in like Njoku, people in Boya or elsewhere? Do you work with them?
Yeah. We are supported by an incubator called Active Spaces, located here. Do you know about?
I've heard about it, but I don't know much about it. I've heard
Okay, Active Spaces is an incubator supports startups, digital startups here in Cameroon. They are located here in Douala and in Buea. So we work with every startup who is there. And Joko is a part of the startups incubated in Active Spaces. So yeah.
Okay. And when the internet was cut out for 90 days, did you see a number of those digital people in the Anglophone Cameroon come back to Francophone Cameroon?
Yeah. They came back here in Douala. People they live at Buea to come and work here. They spend so many nights here because they don't have home here in Douala. They have their home in Buea. So it was very difficult for them to work here because there's no internet in Buea. You can't work.
You can't work. Mr. Bamale, this is another question which you ask. Do you think that the government of Cameroon is really helping you? People like you. You have people like you. You have people like Njoku and the rest. Do you think the government is helping, or the government is just talking?
I think they're trying to help us, but they are not helping really already. They're just trying, like the Globetrotter they used to build. They're trying to give to understand what people are doing in digital economy, because it's a new concept for them too. It's a new concept for us and for them. They are trying to understand what we are doing and how to help startups in digital economy. I think they will help, but they need maybe much time to know about everything. But
how much time do you think they need?
For me, if I can get funding quickly, it will be good.
Have you applied for any funding?
Yeah.
And do you think it's going to come forward?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And now you told me the plan of CooMify is to identify, to do the mapping on the continent.
Yeah.
To identify the streets.
Yeah.
Now when you come back to Cameroon, Douala,
yeah,
such a disorganized place, nameless streets.
Yeah.
What miracle are you going to do to name streets?
The name is not very a big problem because people they don't really care about the name.
Are you sure? Are you sure that somebody? Why do you think that somebody who lives in Abuja, who has a street, in Lagos has a street, in Brazzaville, he has
Yeah.
a street with numbers.
Yeah.
Why would they care? And somebody from Douala or Yaoundé won't care.
Here, people don't care about the name.
That's good.
Because if you ask to anybody, what's the name of this street there? If you ask to 100 people, you will get like 3 people who will know the name of the real name of the street.
Yeah.
They don't care about the name, because if they a company somewhere here, they will just give the name of the company. Leave me near I don't know,
AXA,
Descartes,
UAP.
AXA. Yeah, that's all. They don't want to know about the name.
And what explains why do Cameroonians don't care, or people from Douala, Yaoundé don't care to have a street
Because they try to understand the addressing system of Douala, and it's difficult because the Douala City Council, they have to explain how the addressing system works.
Okay.
That's their work, but it's not already done.
So the Douala City Council is not doing their job. Thank you very much, Bamale Samuel. You are the Director General of CooMify.
CooMify.
CooMify. You are a digital or high-tech company.
Yeah.
You are there since 2 years.
Yeah.
It was a great pleasure having you here today.
For me too. Thank you.
Well, it is on that note that we are going to put an end today to the program, The Forum. But please do not go away. Coming soon, or coming next, will be Pidgin News with Michelle Foncha.